Hi, we're back, and we've got another very interesting guest, somebody that you've seen before on our show, but we're glad to have him back again. His name is Santiago Camarena.
Hi,
Santiago, hi,
how you
good to
doing?
see you.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
So you got some more things about your book, I think.
Yeah, I've changed over different publishers so that just to get something different going for my book,
Good.
I have a different cover for it, and there's different pricing
Mm,
on it.
that's the cover of
So
it there.
I was excited about that, and they're doing another promotional thing as far as several different links that they have to go on the internet. It's going through Amazon, and I guess the easiest way is through my name and the name of the book. Uh, it's it's been almost the same amount of work as it was the first time around, I guess,
Oh
because you
gosh.
have to go through everything over and
Oh,
over
that's what I'm going
to
through
make
right now.
to make sure that everything comes out right. You don't want any mistakes, and um, but it's been a good experience for me, and I think that it's a good book, and it has a good message for anybody, no matter who
Okay,
you are.
let's talk about the book, what it's about, and what the title is, and everything.
The name of it is Voir, and that's courtroom terminology that's used here in America. It's the oath that they put prospective jurors under when they go through a jury selection and they question them. And
Oh,
that name of that oath is called Voir.
oh, that's I never knew that. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting too, and they're under that oath throughout the whole process if they're selected. So, that they have to, uh, you know, seek out the truth and then be honest with anybody else around them. So it's kind of like obligates them to double compound that the truth gets out. So I think it's a good thing for the courtrooms.
I think that's exciting because we see it in movies and stuff, but you really don't, they just say something about something that happens. And when you got a book, you can get down to it and really understand
It
it.
covers. It has two main topics on the book: the 1980 Santa Fe prison riot, which today is still the most brutal riot in America's history,
Ooh,
the prison riot, and it has a courtroom dramas of a police murder trial, and it covers two of them because there was a hung jury, and then actually. I'm not going to say what happened on the next one. And so it covers two murder trials of the same police officer over there in Albuquerque, and it brings out a lot of details of what judges go through, lawyers go through, what the person is going to trial goes through, and all different stages of it, as far as personal, political, media wise. So it covers a lot of issues.
now, would it be considered it's fiction or something
It's
real?
a biography of a man. Everything that's in here could be checked through because this person's whole life was been documented very well. The riot has been documented over and over and over, many times over. The trial was in the 80s, from 86 to 89.
Mm-hmm.
So everything was really documented very well. It could be corroborated and checked on.
Gosh,
So
that's great.
it's a good story, and it's a kind of like a story that happens to a lot of people. Maybe not some of the extremities,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a life story that happens to a lot of people who just fall into that path, this lifestyle.
Well, it's got to be a good book, or you wouldn't have a publisher that's really interested in it. Did he set up a website for you?
Yes, we got a website, different website that links to another website that I had already had. The different links that comes up where you could go get the book, as far as it is on Amazon, and I'm excited. I'm hoping that it does well, and I think it's a good story, and hopefully it'll develop into something more in the future.
That's exciting. I'm so glad you brought it back in again because I know that a lot of people would like to know more about what actually goes on in the loss, and how it affects so many people.
It covers a lot of social issues as far as single parent, poverty, first interaction or exposure to law enforcement and the legal system as far as incarceration, and then the person lost his father early on when he was a child, so he had to deal with single parent is how that came about, and it's just different things that people go through. It's one story, but it tells a lot of people's story, and a lot of people go through similar things. But aside from the extremities in the book, this person's story, it's very good. I think that a lot of people would be able to understand, because this person lived this kind of life, and then on the end, I guess you could say maturing. He conceded to himself that the way he understood or perceived life was wrong, and he wanted to change and do good and make amends where he could. So that's one of the big messages it brings out.
Yeah, I was going to say that I think most people are very afraid of going into any kind of court. It's just a scary thing. I know it would scare me to death. I would be totally out.
Yeah, it's, if you don't know what you're looking at, to anybody it would be, overwhelming. That's why they constantly look for lawyers and somebody better. They want somebody that knows everything. But everybody is different situation, different circumstances. So there's just still no telling what could happen,
No, that's for sure.
And so, but this right here with the new publisher, they made a new web page address, and the name of it is VoirDierStory.com. I just got that today.
That's
but I didn't have a chance.
VOIR capital DIRE. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's and like I said, this is the second publisher that I'm going with. So each time you go through it, you have to review it, and make any edits if there's needed. So I've gone through it quite a few times.
Oh, I'm telling you, I'm trying to change printers right now, and I get thinking, I'm just a computer illiterate. So you have to market a book, and you say, how do you do that? Anyway, I'm so glad you came in. Tell about the book again, and do come in again.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Hopefully, to see that I'm on the bestsellers list or something like that.
Oh, it will be. VoirDierStory.com, right?
That's the web page address, the VoirDierStory.com.
Okay, and you can buy the book on
Amazon. There's links that we have that will be able to direct the people to whoever, to the Amazon location where they could purchase the book. And
great.
And so there was a price change on it. There was then the other one, but this price with this publisher, I believe it's like $15.99.
Great.
So it's pretty good. I'm excited about it. That's why I wanted to come back on and let everybody know that there's been a little change there. But
well, I'm so glad you did, because I just can't get over the fact that so many people now don't read. So if you're readers, please tell your friends how wonderful it is that you get into a book and it just totally you get involved with what is happening. It's really exciting. So thank you so much, and come back in again.
I appreciate
Glad
your
to see
time
you, Santiago.
and having me come on again.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
We'll be right back.